Okay, so I just got rejected by maybe like my 20th job.
13 rounds of interviewing, and I still got rejected.
I feel like I'm genuinely going insane in this job market. I know that everyone is feeling the same way.
The job market is incredibly frustrating, with many applicants going through long interview processes, sometimes up to 13 rounds, only to be rejected. Job seekers are often ghosted by employers or never receive responses after interviews, leading to frustration and uncertainty.
Okay, so I just got rejected by maybe like my 20th job in the past 6 months that I've interviewed for. There were like 5 rounds. I met with Director of HR, VP of Sales, Chief Revenue Officer, and then like a bunch of members on the sales team. It was a 7-week long process, and I just got an email saying that I'm rejected because I don't have enough experience. I have 4 years sales experience, and the team members that I met with before they started at this company in sales, they worked at Disney World as Disney characters. So one was a Disney princess and one was a Disney prince.
I've absolutely had it with the job market right now. Over the last 5 months, I've applied to like 200 jobs and nothing. It's gone to the point where I've actually signed up for this app where this AI actually applies to jobs for you. I know, it's like crazy. Every month they apply to 200 jobs for you, and it's like automatic.
13 rounds of interviewing, and I still got rejected. I had been interviewing with this particular company that I will not name for a manager level individual contributor role for about 8 weeks. Every week I had interviews. When it came to the final week, they actually flew me up to their headquarters, covering all the expenses. I met with members of the team. I met with 2 VPs at the company, and the interviews went exceptionally well. I mean, I had already prayed, so I was not worried, but I felt powerful in my pink dress. I had my pearls on. I walked in there. I was ready to seal the deal. So the interviews go well. They said, well, you will hear back. We're going to make a decision by the end of next week. I got an email yesterday, and they decided to go with someone else who had more experience.
So it looks like I'm going to be living at home forever, because I just got stood up for a second time on a job interview with no communication. Like, if you don't want me for the job, cool, perfect. Don't set up a freaking interview and then just not call me.
So I got LinkedIn Premium specifically so I could see who looks at my profile. For me, it's a gauge of like, if I'm applying to certain jobs and I see that that company or that hiring manager is looking at my profile, at least my resume is being seen amongst the masses, right? So when you're going through jobs on LinkedIn, normally it'll just say like 25 people applied, over 100 people applied, and I've never seen it go higher than that. So I didn't know this, but when you get LinkedIn Premium, you can scroll down on the job listing and it'll show you how many people applied for the job. I was looking at a job and it said over 100. Guess how many people applied? 5,843 to one job. The job market is so Looney Tunes balloons. Anywho, I spent like 8 hours yesterday looking for jobs, like different, like on LinkedIn, on Glassdoor. I was just looking up like different like agencies like in my area, and it's crazy out there. It is really truly crazy out there. And if you're looking for a job, I'm there with you. Best of luck to us. We got this. Mwah.
Can someone please explain to me why it is so incredibly hard to get a job and or hear back from places for jobs? Right now, it is so hard. I've been home for a month and a half and I still haven't been able to get a job. I have heard, out of all the places that I've applied to, I have heard back and went in for an interview from only one. I only went in for one interview out of all the places I applied for. I went in last Friday. It's been almost a week, and I still haven't heard anything. The lady that I interviewed with said that I seemed great. Like, she made it seem like I was going to get the job. She just had to talk to her general manager. I have heard nothing. I have called multiple times multiple times a day. People have taken down my phone number and my name multiple times, and still no manager has called me back. Like, the least you can do is call someone back to tell them that they're not interested, because then you're not waiting. Like, I'm so unbelievably frustrated right now. Like, I don't know what else to do. It's absolutely ridiculous. Especially when I'm trying to go, like, I'm trying to be a server somewhere and nobody is willing to hire me because I don't have liquor experience yet. No one's willing to hire me to, like, teach me that. So I'm like, I'm stuck. What am I supposed to do? It's just ridiculous to me. Why is it so hard? At this point, I'm like, OnlyFans is looking really good, because I know I'd bank off that one. It's just ridiculous to me. So, yeah, I'm obviously going to call the place again tomorrow. Like, there's, like, nothing I can do. And it makes me so mad. But, like, I'm going to keep hounding you until you give me an answer, because it's fucking ridiculous.
Hopefully you're not in the same situation that I am right now, where I have been applying for jobs since I moved to Austin back in January. I can't even tell you how many jobs I've applied for at this point. I've lost count, but what I do know is that in the last 2 days, I've applied for over 42 jobs. Over 42 jobs, and I just have something to say about it, okay? Counting down on a little breakfast bowl. It's literally just chicken, eggs, and avocado, and some seasoning. It's so good. But while applying for all these jobs, my go-to normally is like LinkedIn or Indeed, and then I'll go to Google sometimes as well to look for like more like local jobs. Tell me why. It used to be just like LinkedIn, Indeed, I think like ZipRecruiter and some other random websites, right? Now, like when I've been on Google this morning searching for jobs here locally in Austin, Texas, there's like, it'll tell you the options where you can apply directly on the website. Like if you go to a job listing, it'll say you can apply on Indeed, on LinkedIn. And then there's like apply on ZipRecruiter, apply on Gibo, apply on Bybee, apply on XYZ.com, apply on blah, 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 apply on whatever. And it's like all these websites, and they make it so hard because you have to go to the website. You have to make a whole profile. You have to go through. It takes like several, like 15 to 20 minutes just to make this entire profile. And then you can apply for this position. And some of these websites, I'm like, how do these companies trust this website? It looks like it was made by like honestly, like a 10-year-old. Like you trust me to put my information and my resume into this website that looks like a 10-year-old made the website? What happened to just like the old school, let me just like email you a resume, email you like a cover letter, and we can just go from there? Why does it have to be so many like hoops and ladders to go through just to apply for a job? But also, why is it so hard to apply for a job right now? Okay, why? A little more of a backstory. I moved to Austin back in January, and I work in the social media space. So I've been a solo entrepreneur for years. I've been working in the social media industry for about 7 years, and I'm very proud of what the hell I've accomplished as a solo entrepreneur. I've worked with brands like Jack Black Skincare, Sorel, the Scout Guide. I mean, all these brands that I've created content for, local brands. I mean, I've done some pretty cool like shit in the social media space. So then when it comes to applying for like social media jobs, most of these places are either agencies or like social media specialists, like in a bigger capacity, won't even give me the time of day because they're like, oh, most of the accounts you've managed are small, or oh, you haven't worked on a team, or you've only worked by yourself, so we don't know how you're going to do in a team environment. And I'm like, bitch, look at everything I've done by myself, and then let's talk about what I could probably do as a team. Like if I've done all of this by myself, and then you add me into a team setting where we got all these alike minds and we're like rocking and rolling, baby, we're gonna crush it. The point though where this is like truly like affecting my mental health and like a punch to the ego, because it's like, it's sad that I've gotten so comfortable with the like words, oh, we went a different route, we chose someone else, your resume wasn't up to par and blah, 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 like all this kind of stuff. I'm just ranting at this point, but also, if I say also one more time, I'm gonna end this right now. What do you guys do when you have such a long, extensive resume Like, you don't want to send a 10-page resume. You got to really track it down to like 2 pages. But I'm like, I can't put everything I've done on 2 pages, realistically. And that sounds like cocky and conceited, but I'm just a man of many talents, and I've done a lot of things, and a lot of things that I feel like are important and should be talked about. So what do? Most of the time, what I do is whenever I apply for a job, I then find someone's email or even just like an info@blah-blah-blah.com. I send my resume and I just say, hey, would love the opportunity to chat with you because I'm not able to put everything on my resume that I've really accomplished. So all that to say, finding a job in the market right now is difficult. And if you are also in the same space where you feel like you've just been going, applying, and doing everything you can to get a job and nothing's working, you're not alone.
I honestly do not care anymore. I literally cannot bring myself to care. I can't fake caring about getting a job. I know that sounds bad, but listen, I've applied to like 95 jobs now. I didn't put my full into all of those applications, I'll tell you that, but it was a lot of work. It's close to 100 jobs. That's quite a bit. I've been either ghosted or rejected from about 75% of those jobs. A lot of those jobs also haven't gotten back to me yet, and I'm happy with the way things are. I have not applied for a job in like 2.5 weeks. I barely look at LinkedIn anymore. I barely look at the graduate websites. I don't care about the outcome. I'm not trying to control what I can't control anymore. I think when I started my job hunt, I was very much, I need to find a job immediately. Oh my god, I'm going to be unemployed. Oh my god, I'm not gonna have an income. And now I'm like, okay, I'm unemployed and I have no income, but I'll be okay. I've been job hunting for a total of 4 months now, and I'm over it. The interview that I'm currently doing, obviously I'm gonna put in a lot of effort for that. I also put in a lot of effort for any interview that I do and any application that I send in. However, I think after I came back from Melbourne, something just flipped in my brain, and I'm suddenly very appreciative of the time that I have now. And when I really thought about it, when I really reflected on it, what I need is to give myself grace and to let go of control and know that I've put in the work and things will come when they're ready to come. I'm honestly very surprised that we've gotten here so quickly because I've only been unemployed for 2 months. I thought this revelation would come a lot later. As you probably know, I'm very high strung. I'm a very type A person. Uncertainty is generally quite stressful for me, and I have been stressed. But yeah, 2 months in and then having this revelation and suddenly feeling a sense of zen. I've obviously grown in some way that I didn't realize. Maybe the thing they say about turning 25 and your frontal lobe fully developing is true, because I'm feeling different. I'm not even 25 yet.
Bro, this job market, I swear to God, I feel like these people are playing with us. I swear. Tell me why I'm the 3rd stage of an interview process and I thought that everything was going smoothly, but the hiring manager and the recruiter told me the hiring manager decided to go on paternity leave. Take your paternity leave, but do not start an interview process where we have to wait about like a month later and ask like the recruiter, hey, is so-and-so, done with their paternity leave? Can we schedule a meeting? The next following step of the process. Like, what is this job market, man? They're just pissing me off. Like, what the fuck?
I was debating whether or not I wanted to make this video, but you know what? I'm at my wit's end, and I feel like I'm not the only one going through this, so I just want to talk about it. Got yet another rejection email during my job search, and I was really hoping that I was going to get this job because it was in my field, and I had 2 interviews, and I was really hoping that this was gonna be the one because it was exactly what I've been asking for in my field, Monday through Friday, a perfect like 8:30 to 5, weekends off, and that's just what I've been searching for so long, and it was hybrid. I was so disappointed when I got the rejection email. I emailed them to see if there was an update, even though I knew they said that they would get back to me. But sometimes recruiters or HR people say they'll get back to you and then they never do. So I felt like it didn't hurt to send an email. And then today when I got the rejection email, they were like, as we stated in the interview, we said we would reach out to you, but we picked another candidate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but sometimes recruiters say that they'll get back to you and you never hear anything from them. I'm honestly so tired of recruiters saying that they'll get back to you within a certain amount of time and they don't get back to you at all. And it's even worse when you send emails wondering about an update and they ignore your emails and don't respond at all. That is the worst thing ever. Respond to candidates so they're not waiting and waiting. If it's a no, then just let us know. That's all we're asking. Why are you not responding? That is one of the worst things that you can do. This interview, I even prepped for multiple days. I did my homework, I did my research, my friend did a mock interview, and when I actually went for the in-person interview, I was so excited because some of the questions that she asked me during the mock interview were the same questions they asked me in the real interview. I'm honestly just flabbergasted because I don't know anymore what these companies are looking for. I feel like experience is not enough. They want someone maybe with all the bells and whistles, or maybe they are hiring people that they know of or that someone recommended. And I do know that sometimes they do post job openings even though they're gonna hire internally. I'm just devastated because it is so hard. I signed a lease for my apartment and I don't even have money to get groceries. I don't even want to spend money to buy any groceries. And I don't want to cry, but I've never ever have been in this horrible situation. And I keep trusting and praying that God's gonna get me through. But today it was just what is happening? I do get interviews and I do get people recommending me and saying me that their manager's gonna look at my application, and then still I get rejections. I put my friends as references or referrals, and I feel like I keep getting opportunities or interviews or phone calls, and I get excited about it just for me to get a rejection. I thought I was done crying, but I just feel why is the door opening so lightly for some things and then it's just shutting? I just want a door to open for me for my job. It's so disheartening to me because I went to school and I got a degree, and I'm still paying off loans for that degree, and I can't even get hired for a job that I went to school for in my field. I don't know what to do anymore. This is the situation I'm in right now, and I'm hoping that I get through it. And I know that there's other people going through the same thing right now and how exhausting it is to apply for jobs. I know there's other people out there that feel the same way I do or are going through the same thing that I am. I feel like I've lost so much and I'm just wondering when am I gonna get it back.
Is anyone else struggling to get a job right now? I'm genuinely curious. I literally wake up every fucking day and I apply to multiple jobs on Indeed. I don't know if it's because I'm using Indeed, but I don't hear shit back for any of these jobs. I literally don't hear shit back. Why is it impossible to find a fucking job right now? I'm seriously so over it. I wake up every single day and I have nothing to do and nothing to look forward to. I have no fucking routine. It's I wake up just to scroll on TikTok or lay in bed and feel fucking worthless. And then the days that I do get up and get ready, what am I getting ready for? To record myself to post on TikTok? I'm getting sick and tired of it. It's low-key depressing and it's fucking with my mental health a little bit, which I don't want it to because who wants that? It's just really exhausting and it's really fucking annoying that I'm spending all this time, energy, and effort into getting a job and I don't hear shit back from these jobs. And I'm applying for things that I'm qualified for. I'm applying for things that I have experience in. I just don't understand. I literally I have changed my resume multiple times. I've edited it. I've done all these different things to try to get a job, and it's I don't hear shit back. And then the one job I had an interview for, and they told me I had the job, but then told me I had to wait for the offer letter and all this background check shit and credit. Another thing, why are they fucking checking your credit now to get a job? Why do they have to do a credit check? That's weird as fuck. Anyways, I have not heard shit back from that job either, and that was a week ago. And I've already messaged them and called them so many times. I don't want to be annoying and keep messaging like, hey, what's up? But also they still have the job posted on Indeed and they're only hiring one position, one role, one position. And apparently I have it, but the job posting is still up. So I'm like, bitch, that's not my job. And if it is, why are you still taking interviews? Like, why are you still letting people apply? So yeah, it's just really stressful and annoying. I don't understand why I'm having such a hard time to find a job. I've been applying to jobs for months, and not a single thing has came my way. Like, the one thing that did, I had the interview for, and then nothing. Crickets. It's really annoying. It's really fucking depressing. I want to be able to make money. I want to have a routine. I want to meet new people. I'm almost 20 fucking sticks. Like, I should not be a stay-at-home daughter. I really should not. It makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like it makes me feel worthless. I just don't understand why it's so hard to find a job right now. And does anyone else fucking relate? Am I the only person going through this? Is it just because, like, I'm not, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong? Oh, and also, side note that doesn't really relate to this, but the people commenting on my old TikToks about the job that I posted out, they're like, you should delete these. My name is not connected to this account. I use a random fucking email. My number's not connected. I have fucking 700 followers. You're not going to see it. So please shut the fuck up.
What's your take? Are we headed towards an era where job interviews feel more like interrogations? The future of hiring is already changing, and it's up to us to stay ahead. If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the evolving world of work. Until next time, keep preparing, stay sharp, and good luck out there.